Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Director of Football Challenge with Livorno. Now in today's episode we're going to be facing Inter Milan in Serie A, obviously complete opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of the league, but I think it's a good place to come back and have a game just to see how we fare up. And of course we've got some fixtures to review since the last time we met. So the last time we met was of course the victory against Fiorentina at the back end of the January transfer window, and we followed that up with a 3-1 away defeat to AC Milan. Fekir gave them the lead in the 20th minute, Romagnoli doubled their lead in the 47th, Oscar got another one in the 49th, Albertazzi got us a little bit of pride back after coming on at left back, but unfortunately it was a defeat. We then had one of the most disappointing collapses of this season so far. We went 2-0 up at home against Sampdoria, Andrea Barberis getting both the goals in the 16th and 51st minute. But then Adama Traore in the 74th. We turtled up a little bit, we went defensive, but it wasn't enough. Jacob Jankto got them a goal in the 84th minute and rescued a point for Sampdoria, and it's definitely 2 points dropped by us. We then went away from home against Atalanta and had a really impressive victory. Brian Galvan gave us the lead in the 23rd minute. Marcelo Trotta doubled that in the 64th, and that's how things finished. And we got the 3 points away from home. Any points away from home is massive. We then hosted Sassuolo, who were currently in 18th at the time of playing. And yeah, we got absolutely smashed. I don't know what's happened to their side, whether they made some signings in the January transfer window, because I believe they were actually bottom at one point with a couple of games in hand, maybe on 11 points. But at this point, they were in 18th and they beat us to 5-1. Alfred Duncan with a double, Magnani, Stefan Leona and Musa Silla got the goals for them. Marcelo Trotta with a goal for us, but this was a humiliation. And finally, in the last game before we'll play Inter Milan today was against Palermo, away from home. We got ourselves a draw. Shapacasa put us in front in the 11th minute. Gilberto equalised for them in the 28th, and that's how it finished. And this is how the league table looks after that run of games. We are currently in 14th position. What are we on? We are currently on 32 points, which is actually only 9 points clear of Sassuolo in 18th. So they've had a massive rise in the past few games. I'm just going to quickly check their schedule. Yeah, they've been some hell of a run of form since the January transfer window. Pretty much the end of it. So yeah, they're definitely coming back into it. We're going to have to be very wary of their form going into the final bits of the season. So by no means are we out of this. 9 points is not enough to feel comfortable with the amount of games we've still got left. We've still got 12 games remaining, so we need some good victories and we need some points where maybe we wouldn't expect them. And just to make things worse in the run-in, Luka Bogdan is going to miss the end of the season. He's out for 3 to 4 months, probably our best centre-back at the club. He will definitely be a massive miss. So we head into today's match against Inter Milan. They are currently sitting in 2nd position with us in 14th. In the previous meetings, we've been absolutely dominated by them, They have won 5 times, we've managed to draw once, and we've won 0 times. They will be playing a wide formation according to my assistant. They are very heavy favourites for today's game. They have one person out with a torn calf muscle, and he is a wonder kid. Oh boy, he's definitely going to be really good in the future. And just looking at form, their form is pretty strong. Ours is inconsistent, only 1 win in the last 5 games. So we're definitely up against it today. So this is going to be today's lineup for the game. Antonio Adam will start in goal. Belanzuoli, Flint and Gasparo at centre-back, with Albertazzi playing left-back. Obviously with Bogdan out for the next 4 months, you're going to actually see a lot more of Salerno, who is on the bench today, but he will be getting game time, no doubt about it. He's still 3-star, 5-star, absolutely fantastic stuff. Agazi, Barberis and Lolo will start in the centre. Brian Galvan, Shapacasa and Marcelo Trotta will lead the line. Not too much in the way of regens for Inter Milan. Just having a quick look, they've got Esposito here at right back. He is not very good. In fact, our right back is better than their right back, so we'll take that and we'll see how we get on today. And we kick off at home against 2nd placed Inter Milan. We are shooting from left to right in this first half. Anything, if we get a point, I'll be absolutely delighted. If we don't get hammered, I'll be relatively pleased. Lincoln is starting on the bench, which is a key thing. Every time we've played them in the past, he's pretty much always scored. Antonio Adan, oh my god, Albertazzi manages to get rid. I thought we were going to concede there, but we hang on. Corner for Inter Milan, Maya plays in, Gasparo manages to head it clear, but we are very clumped in that box, and if they can find even a pocket of space. How unlucky is that? Albertazzi literally cannot do anything about that. So Gasparo gets the initial clearance, then Maya just absolutely hits it, and Albertazzi, it hits his face and then just goes in the back of the net. definitely unfortunate to concede that kind of goal. Another highlight, in Inter Milan are dominating this game. Asamoah down this left-hand side this time to Chiesa. A lot of space for Esposito. Don't score after I've took the mick out here. He does score after I've took the mick out of him. I can't believe it. Oh, Belanzioli, you're better than him and he's scoring goals against us. But yeah, it's just the commentator's curse, really. Once you pick someone out, they're definitely going to score. What a save that was, by the way. Antonio Adan on the first shot. But it's 2-0 already, only half an hour in. I'm going to go counter-attack. Another highlight, Esposito with a cross. And Icardi gets his head on Esposito with a goal and an assist. Yeah, I'll take another look at his stats. Maybe at the end of the game, but I don't think he should be doing this. But neither should Belanzioli for us either, so I guess it's all fair and love and more. Oh, another highlight and another Inter Milan chance. Pretty much every single one is going in the back of the net right now. Maya takes the strike. Antonio Adan heads it over. Heads it? I hope he didn't head it. Handed it over. But it is going to be a corner for Inter Milan. They have caused us problems with that already. Not this time. So half-time, we're 3-0 down. We're going to have to make some changes in the hope of coming out of this with anything. Right, we've made some tactical tweaks. Whether it'll work or not, who knows. But, you know, just not conceding again would actually be a good second half. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I even come back for the games against Inter Milan or Juventus or stuff like that? Barbaros with a free kick from long range. That would have been fantastic if it went in. But yeah, I'm reconsidering coming back for any of these games anymore. Carrasco with a free kick for Inter Milan. Antonio Adan gets down low and manages to save that. And Aidan Flint gets across and gets it clear. 20 minutes or so to go. We're going to make some changes. We're going to get David Agazi off. We're actually going to get Mangano on in his place. And Mangano will go in central midfield. And Lolo will go at defensive midfield. We'll get Albertazzi. No, we won't. We'll get Aidan Flint off as well. And we'll get Salerno on. We'll get our two youngsters on. They can feel the wrath of a 3-0 defeat. You know, it might boost their confidence. It's character building. That's what it is. It's character building. Really poor performance by our attacking players in this game. Both strikers on the attacking midfield and not playing particularly well as Trotter goes close there after a corner. But as you can see, a 6.1, 6.2, 6.4. Barbaros. Everybody's having a poor game. I don't want to pick out our right back because I like him too much. Stefan De Vrij with a big kick down the right hand side. And we're dilly-dallying with the ball with them high pressed up the pitch. I'm hoping we can build something from this, but maybe we can. Trotter, Albertazzi on this left-hand side. Back to Marcelo Trotter. He tries to get in the box. De Vrij with a decent challenge. And we'll maybe build something on the right-hand side. No, we can't. It was full time. I didn't notice the time. Well, never mind. Livorno 0, Inter Milan 3. It was always likely to happen. Inter coast past Labranici. Never mind. That still saves us lying in 14th position. We are now only 8 points clear of Perugia in 18th. Sassuolo have managed to get themselves out of the relegation zone. They should never have been there in the first place with the sort of players they've got at their disposal. So Perugia look like might be the team that I have to keep an eye on. In terms of the next episode, we are going to come back. Shall we play Juventus again? I think we might. You know, it's funny at this point. What was it, 8-0, 6-2? We'll see what we can get against them this time. Anyway, if you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like. And if you enjoyed... No, I'm not. I am. I'm going to come back for Juventus. I want to come back for Cagliari, but I want to come back for Juventus. So I'm going to come back for Juventus. Anyway, until next time, take it easy.